Ninja. I like that. So here's two quotes that I want to start today with. Great agents work at a higher level of discipline and accountability. Success is simple, right? Success is simple and not easy. Bold law. And how simple is that? And so true. Great agents work at a higher level of discipline and accountability. And the second quote that I want to give you is models, systems, discipline, and accountability are the difference between blood and guts real estate versus ease of elegance real estate. I'll repeat that because I know you want to write that down. Models, systems, discipline, and accountability are the difference between blood and guts real estate versus ease of elegance real estate. So yesterday we started off by talking about mindset, and we shared that mindset is 90% of success. And then I asked you, if that's true, then all I have to do is make sure that I have the right mindset and I'm going to hit 90% of my goals. And then we shared, no, that's not true. That 90% of success means I have to have the right mindset in order to be successful. It's critically important, but that 10% is critically important as well. And that 10% is critically important as well. And that 10% is skill set. So we reviewed, and I'm looking at my notes. Sorry, I'm going to find it. Determined to find it. We reviewed the 14 things or the items that make up skill set. Huh. Wonderful. I can't find it in my own notes. Give me 1 second. Wonderful.
I thought it was 15.
Was it 15? Yeah, cool.
Yes.
All right. So guys, from memory, while I'm doing this, number one is scripts, and that's where we're going to start. Master your scripts and your dialogues, and let's just get started, okay? And I'm going to talk to you. I don't think we're probably going to get past number one today because I could talk for at least 20 minutes on scripts, right? I was searching the MLS, I was searching broker metrics, and what I found was listings taken for the first 2 weeks of August are down 62% in our local market here in Coral Springs compared to the first 2 weeks of July. Now, what does that mean? Well, maybe nothing. It's too soon to tell, but it could mean that the record month that a lot of us had in July had more to do with pent up supply and demand because of COVID than it did with the market. And it could also mean that you're looking at fewer listings in August, fewer listings in September. And what that means to me as a real estate agent is if I'm going to hit my goals and the market is trending down, then I'm going to have to work harder in order to achieve my goals. Matter of fact, I would tell you this, whatever amount of effort you put in to hitting your goals in July, it could take twice the effort to get the same result in August. When Gary Keller says double down, that's what he's talking about. He doesn't mean double down for double the results. He means double down for the same results. And we're going to start with lead generation. Now, the purpose of lead generation is to get an appointment. If you're taking notes, please write that down. It's to get an appointment or to get a referral or to add somebody to my database and build a relationship. Now, let's start with get an appointment. I'm calling a for sale by owner. I don't care if they're motivated. I don't care if they're realistic. My goal is to get an appointment, period, the end. So Eddie, John Dietz, Keller Williams Realty, I noticed you're selling your home by owner. Just curious, if I had a full price offer today, would you want me to bring you the offer?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. That's exactly why we should get together. It'd only take me 15 minutes to pop by. Pop by is a script, guys. That lets them know you're not moving in. One of the reasons you're hearing no is because they think you're going to be there forever. It'll only take me 15 minutes to pop by and take a look at your home so I could potentially bring you an offer. Does today at 4 o'clock work, or would 5 be better for you?
5.
Okay, cool. Now, what if Eddie says he's busy, guys? Cool, I understand. I'm super busy as well. Matter of fact, my calendar typically fills up about 2 or 3 days ahead of time. 100% of that is script, right? And
Yep.
how many times do you think I've heard I'm busy? Thousands of times.
Yep.
And if you're working with a professional, do you want to work with someone who's available at a moment's notice or who has a full calendar? Someone who has a full calendar. So I'm really busy as well. As a matter of fact, my schedule typically fills up about 2 or 3 days in advance. So Eddie, today is Tuesday. I'm looking at Thursday or Friday. And just out of curiosity, this is a hypothetical close, guys. Just out of curiosity, if we were to meet Thursday or Friday, what time of day typically works best for you? Mornings, early afternoons, or late afternoons?
Late afternoons.
Late afternoons, cool. Hey, by the way, I love that you guys are writing these notes as fast as you can, and this is being recorded. It will be on my YouTube page and on my Facebook page, so you can go back and watch it over and over again and write down the scripts. So let me get back to that. So Eddie, if we were to meet Thursday or Friday, just out of curiosity, what time of day typically works best for you? Mornings, early afternoons, or late afternoons?
Late afternoons. Okay,
great. So I've got 4 o'clock, or would 5 be better? Now, what if Eddie says, just look at the pictures? You're going to hear that as well. Now, here's the response to that. Absolutely. I did look at the pictures, Corey, and that's why I'm calling. You have an absolutely beautiful home. However, here's my challenge. I've never bought a property without seeing it first, and neither of my buyers. And I'm sure you haven't either. And in order for me to know if you've got the right property so I can bring the right buyer, I'm going to need to pop by for 15 minutes just to take a look at your home. Now, use a harm's way question again, pain or pleasure, and ask. Let me just ask you a question before I let you go, Miguel, because I understand you don't want me to come see your house. This is when they're saying no. I understand you don't want me to come see your home. And let me just ask you a question before I let you go. If you're still in your home 60 days from now and you found out that I had the right buyer who would have bought your home and we could have closed 30 days ago, yet I didn't bring you that buyer because you didn't let me see your home, would you regret not letting me see your home?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's exactly why we should get together. Does 4 o'clock on Thursday work, or would 2 on Friday be better for you?
2 on Friday would be better.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. They might ask you, do you have a buyer? Great question. I won't know until I see your home. And that's exactly why we should get together. All I need to do is pop by and take a quick look at your home so I could potentially bring you an offer. Does 4 o'clock work, or would 5 be better for you? I'm never going to list my home with a real estate agent. Awesome. I don't want to list your home. I want to help you sell it. Does 4 o'clock work, or would 5 be better for you? Now, when they ask you what your fee is, my fee is 3% to represent the buyer. So does 4 o'clock work, or would 5 be better for you? I'm not paying 3%. Cool. Why don't we get together, Natalie, and let me take a look at your home. And when I bring you an offer, you share with me what you think I'm worth. And if I'm able to work for that, we've got a deal. When they tell you that other real estate agents have offered to sell their home for 1%, that's awesome. How many offers have they brought you? None? Oh, okay. So how much money are you saving? So I could be a little sarcastic. That's part of my sense of humor. And it works for me. If it works for you, cool, use it. All right. If the purpose of the appointment, guys, all we've done is for sell by owner script so far. It's been 10 minutes. And that's all we've done so far. And by the way, not bragging, 100%. I'm not reading these, guys. They're in my head, which means I've internalized them. They're part of me just as much as row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. And I can't sing, I know, but I've internalized that as well. By the way, you don't wake up one morning and go, oh yeah, got it. No, time on task over time equals mastery. All right, so if the purpose of the call is to get an appointment, then the purpose of the appointment is to build a foundation, look for opportunity, and create the next step, which is follow up. So I'm going to show up I'm going to switch screens and go to somebody else's. I've got two Michaels on this page. So Michael H. If my appointment with you is at 4 o'clock, I'm going to call earlier in the day and I'm going to confirm the appointment. Every seller is asking themselves 3 questions. The 3 questions they're asking are, do you care about me? Can I trust you? Do you know what you're doing? And it's your job to convey that you care about them, that they can trust you, and that you know what you're doing. I'm not at Michael's house to get a listing. Matter of fact, I don't care if Michael ever hires me. I'm going on 2 appointments every single day, 250 days a year. That's 500 appointments because I'm going to be face to face with 500 people who are thinking of selling their house. Now, if 10% hire me, that's 50 listings. And I'm cool with that all day long. By the way, my conversion ratio, 10 years of doing this, listing 12 to 15 homes every month, was 20% on for sell by owners, expireds, and circle prospecting. Okay, so I'm gonna call Michael earlier in the day. Hey, Michael, John Dietz, Keller Williams Realty, confirming our appointment for 4 o'clock today. Michael says, awesome, see you at 4. Cool. So I am going with a notebook, a pen to take notes, and a business card. All right, somebody's saying they lost audio. Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay, cool. I'm so sorry for the person who lost audio. I hope it comes back. All right, so I'm going with a notebook, a pen, and a business card to take notes. That's it, because I'm not here to list Michael's house. Matter of fact, Michael told me he didn't want to list his house. And I'm gonna show up at the front door. Now I'm at Shirley's house and knock, knock, knock. Shirley opens the door. Hi, Shirley, John Dietz, Keller Williams Realty. We had an appointment for 4 o'clock and it's 4 o'clock. May I come in? Right? Now, the moment I walk in the door, first of all, I'm on time. I'm dressed professional. I'm making a great first impression. This is your Kodak moment. I'm making a great first impression. The moment I walk in the door, script, wow, you have a beautiful home. I'm so excited to be here, Shirley. Now, what if Shirley, I got to pick somebody else. What if their home, not Shirley's, what if their home is not so beautiful? Wow, I'm so excited to be here and excited for the opportunity to help you sell your home. Embedded command. Now, Shirley, before I go further, would you like, and I'm looking down at my shoes and when I'm talking to them, of course, would you like me to take off my shoes, Shirley, or are they okay? Little things make a difference. This will make a difference. I promise you. If they answer the door and they're not wearing shoes, mine are just coming off, right? In the world of COVID, I am knocking on the door with a face mask on. If they open the door with a face mask on, mine is staying on. If they open the door without one, I'm just simply going to ask them, if we have 6 feet apart from us, are you comfortable with me taking off my mask or would you like me to leave it on? That's my personal thought on this. You decide whatever's good for you. All right. Now, remember, I'm here to see Shirley's home. I'm here to look for opportunity. I'm not here to list her house. I'm here to build a relationship in order to follow up, because I know that chances are when Shirley hires me, it's going to be anywhere from 2 weeks to 8 weeks from the initial appointment. She's a for sale by owner. She doesn't want to list her house. If she wanted to list her house, she already would have done that. Now, Shirley, as we tour your home, what I'd love for you to do is take me on a tour, just like you would if I was a buyer. And I'm going to ask lots of questions and I'm going to take lots of notes, because this is the information I'm going to use to help you sell your home. Is that okay? So I'm going to go, sure, cool. Now, Shirley's going to take me on a tour of her home. And as I'm writing notes, I'm talking. In other words, beautiful hardwood floors, vaulted ceilings, crown molding, plantation shutters. Wow, what a beautiful home. Here's the other thing I want you to write down. Like their home. Holy cow, I can't tell you how many homeowners I've met with, and they said to me, John, so-and-so came by and they looked at my house and they didn't even like it. Why would I hire them? Like, my script response to that is, I don't know. I love your home. Hire me. And as we tour home, I walk into the kitchen. Wow, what a beautiful kitchen. Granite countertops, maple cabinets, travertine floors, stainless steel appliances. Shirley, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It looks like you just did this. How long ago did you update your kitchen? And she says, a year ago. I'm like, wow, it's beautiful, right? If I lived here, I'd spend a lot of time in the kitchen, right? Okay, so as we're touring the home, I'm asking questions, I'm taking notes. I like her home. I'm never staging their property, never. I'm not walking into the kid's bedroom and saying, purple? Seriously? What were you thinking? We're gonna have to paint this room. Shag carpet? Really? This has gotta go. No, 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 that's other real estate agents. I'm not doing that. Now, if they ask, and if they say, you know, I was thinking of painting this room, John, what do you think? My response to that question is always, I would. That's all. I would. Now, they may ask you what color, just something neutral. Don't get into a long conversation about this. Okay, we're gonna get back to the front door. This is where you decide what happens next. This is the exit conversation. Dave Costello, you and I have role played this a few times. Do me a favor, take yourself off mute and jump on here and talk to me. So Dave, before I leave today, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Perfect. First of all, you have an absolutely beautiful home, and I'm confident it's going to sell.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So Dave, before I leave, my first question is, you know, most homeowners who are selling their home by owner have a game plan for how long they're going to sell by owner before they consider hiring a professional like me. And I'm just curious, what's your game plan?
I'd probably go at least 60 days, and all you realtors are telling me the inventory is really low, so I feel like I got a really good chance now.
Yeah, you have a beautiful home. Awesome. 60 days, right? Cool.
Yeah.
So Dave, before I leave, by the way, I'm ignoring all that other stuff. You guys notice that? I did that on purpose. It's just noise. Now, one more quick question before I leave, Dave. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. You know, again, in my experience, most for sell by owners are selling their home by owner in order to save on the fee. Is that why you're selling by owner?
Unequivocally, yeah.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
can save, you know, 10, 15 grand, I'm doing it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody wants to be heard and they want to be right. Make them right. In other words, Dave, of course, that makes sense. And I know when we scheduled the appointment for me to come see your home, you shared with me that if a realtor brought you a buyer, you would pay them 3%, correct?
2.5.
2.5, awesome. So Dave, play along because I don't want to do the math between, I know it's 3.5, but I'm so scripted. Just keep me in that script, okay? 3%,
Okay.
right, Dave?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. All right. So Dave, the difference between selling your home by owner and working with a professional like me is 3%, not 6%. Would you agree?
I never thought about it that way. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I'm doing is what Tom Hopkins would call changing his base. It's a paradigm shift. And what I want him to do is I want him to self-discover for the first time that it's not going to cost him 6% to sell his house with a realtor. It's only going to cost 3% because he's already agreed to 3%. All we got to do is get him to agree to the other 3%. Now, if he's selling his house for $500,000, he thinks it's going to cost him 30 grand to sell his home. And in reality, he's already spending 15. Now, if I see motivation, I'm going to ask the next question. If I don't see motivation, I'm just dropping a bomb and walking away. In other words, so Dave, the difference between selling your home by owner and working with a professional like me is 3%, not 6%, correct?
Correct. Yes, I get it.
Cool. So Dave, before I leave, I just want to share with you that I'm really good at follow-up, which means I will stay in touch. I'm super persistent and I'm not pushy.
That's good to know.
Cool. So listen, thanks for having me over. I'm a phone call away if you need anything at all. And that's
All right, thank
it.
you.
That's it. So now what I've done is I've set him up for follow-up, and now I am going to follow up at least once a week for the first 8 weeks, and then once every other week for the next 8 weeks, and then once a month after that forever. Now, if I see motivation, and motivation typically shows up as frustration, the follow-up from the difference between selling your home by owner and working with a professional like me is 3%, not 6%, correct? The follow-up to that is just curious. If I could show you how I could sell your home for more money in less time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that? Now, if I'm standing at your front door and I'm having that conversation with you, I've built rapport, had a great Kodak moment, asked lots of great questions, took lots of notes, and with the biggest smile possible, without being pushy, I am simply asking if I could show you how I could sell your home for more money in less time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that? Take yourself off mute, talk to me, and tell me how this feels.
Well, you've got my curiosity going now.
Yeah,
Like, pay you money and still walk away with more? That's very curious.
possible.
It sounds like a
And
line
how
I
would-
hear on a lot of
how would-
ads.
Say that again, Michael.
It sounds like a line I've heard on a lot of ads.
Okay, I think that means he doesn't like it.
And
Okay,
how would you do that? I think I priced it well.
yeah, so Valerie, great question, and that's exactly why we should get together. Would you like to get together tomorrow at 4 o'clock, or would 3 be better for you?
I'm kind of busy. Can you just tell me now?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. Valerie, can you share with me what a great buyer looks like to you? What's a great buyer look like?
Somebody with a suitcase full of cash.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great buyer. And can I share with you what a great buyer looks like to me?
Sure.
So a great buyer is somebody who sold their home yesterday and they need to buy a home to move into in the next 30 days. Or a great buyer is someone who's in town for the weekend to buy a house. Would you agree with that? Is that a great buyer?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool. So Valerie, if you were that buyer, would you be out driving around looking at for sell by owners? Would you be looking at homes that are being sold by the owner like yours? Or would you be working with a professional realtor like me?
You got a good point. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you were the real estate agent working with that buyer and they're going to buy a home today, are you driving around and showing them for sell by owners? Or are you showing them properties that are listed by a professional like me?
By a professional.
Yeah. So Valerie, if you're not attracting one of the buyers we just described, who are you attracting?
Bargain hunters.
Possibly. So if I'm attracting better buyers, is it possible that I could sell your home in less time for more money?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So if I could show you how I'm doing that, would you like to see what I'm doing to sell homes in less time for more money?
Yeah, I'm not so busy now.
Yeah, there you go. All right, good stuff, guys. Whew.
That was great stuff. That was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you.
Really, Juan, that really was brilliant.
Thank you. All right, I have one favor. Love all the comments, by the way, guys. Thank you for that. If you got value today, do me a favor. Log on to that link for Mega Camp that Victoria put in the chat section, second from the top, and register today. Matter of fact, put in the chat section, registered. I'm going to leave this open for 10 minutes. I'm not going to close it like I normally do. I'm not going to sit here and stare at you for 10 minutes. That would be weird. But I'm going to give you time to log on to that link and register. And I don't ask you very often for anything. And I'm on this call with you every day for April, May, June, July, 4 months now. So I'm asking, register for Mega Camp today. It's $109. I promise you that you're going to get your money back at least 10 times. At least 10 times. Listen, it's 3 days of massive value. 3 days of incredible trainers that are 100 times better than I am. 3 days of breakout sessions that are unbelievably awesome. And if you learned one thing that helped you sell one more home and your commission is $10,000, that's a $10,000 return for a $109 investment. I'm going to do that all day long. 119, whatever. 109, 129, 149, 199, register.
John, I was on today and there was a window that popped up, and if they register before August 25th, they will have access to a session with Cody Gibson.
Wow.
I know. I just put it in the
Wow.
chat who Cody Gibson is. And he is a top producing agent for over 17 years. And he travels around the country teaching courses through KW Maps. And he's a highly sought after speaker and business coach. So it's you know, sign on now. It's a great opportunity.
Wow. That's awesome. Right? I love that.
What's the difference between KW Worldwide and general attendee?
General attendee.
Your
I
general
think.
attendee.
Yeah, thank you. Can KW Worldwide? I don't know.
It's the international agents.
Yeah, I was going to guess that, Eddie. You got it. So agents outside the country, outside the United States.
Mhm.
Maps breakthrough client.
Look at that. Cindy Hayden, president of Pinellas Board of Realtors, who is on here as a guest. She's not with Keller Williams, and she registered. Guys, seriously. By the way, I'm saving this chat. If you're in the Coral Springs Market Center, I'm your team leader. If you don't register, I'm calling you today. Diane, don't try me. You better have registered.
No, I'm in it. I just don't understand. Are you currently in?
Just register.
Sure, whatever.
Just do it.
I did it.
Like Nike.
Aventura, please, let's do it.
All right.
I've been 6 times.
Someone's asking what the market center number is. Who is Cindy Hayden?
She's in Pinellas County. She's a really
Okay.
good friend of
So
mine.
if you don't have a market center number, that's okay. You don't, I don't need one.
She's Victoria, would you help her? She's a guest, and she's
Yeah.
my guest.
Okay.
Cool.
And she can just register as a guest.
Yes.
Thank you, Cindy.
All right. You guys rock. Tomorrow, we're picking up where we left off today. And thank you for this opportunity. We are a community of support and growth. It's time to get to work. It's 20 contacts, not 19, not 18, not 17. It's 20 conversations. Hey, listen, if you made 19 conversations today and you got no appointments and you said, okay, forget this, I'm having a bad day, I'm stopping, and you didn't make that last call and you didn't talk to that 20th person, and that 20th person has $1 million property that they were going to list with you, and you're never going to know it because you didn't talk to them. The greatest strategy in life is not that we fail. Here's quote ninja. Here's another one for you. The greatest strategy in life is not that we fail. It's that we almost succeed, and there we are. 20 conversations. Add one person to your database every single day. Add one person to command every single day. Create smart plans for everybody in command. Go on one face-to-face appointment every single day with somebody who's thinking of buying or selling a home. That's 250 appointments a year, and then follow up forever. When you follow up forever, you're creating emotional proximity, and at least 10% are going to hire you. I just told you how to get 25 closed sales, guaranteed. All you got to do is be face-to-face with one person a day and follow up forever, and you're going to sell 25 homes. It's a promise. It's a guarantee. Write 5 handwritten personal notes today. No is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. Reject rejection and make it a great day. And oh yeah, by the way, register for Mega Camp. Make it a great day, everybody.
Thanks, Jen.